on today's walk we're going to head up there, which is the second highest peak on Skiathos. The views from our starting point are spectacular. Look at the views. As you can see, we're heading into a bit of a dark tunnel of trees. A bit spooky, but yeah. On a quite warm day like today, the shade is very welcomed. As with a lot of the trails that you do in Skiathos, you will find as you walk through that you find little patches like this where you're in shade and you're not out in the sun the whole walk. So where you can find them, you'll welcome them. As you can see, there's a bit of water running down these rocks, so some of them are very slippy. So just take your time, enjoy the walk, enjoy the scenery, which is what I intend to do today. Haven't been out for a few days where there's been very wet and windy. We had a storm a couple of days ago. Yeah, it was horrendous overnight, very, very windy. But the island quickly recovers and you get back out. As today it's about 15 degrees, lovely sun, a little bit of partly cloudy. As you just got to get out. Even in a little bit of a rain, I've done a few of my walks recently where I've set off, it's been like this, and then it's rained, but all adds to the fun. Right, we come to a bit of a crossroads. You either go that way to the right or that way to the left. We're going to go right, but what we'll end up doing is once we get to the top, we'll walk round, might even head up to the highest point as well in this walk, and then end up coming back down this side of the track, which will take us back down to the beginning. Sorry for the heavy breathing. Bit out of shape this morning. I think that big fried breakfast I had this morning was probably not a good idea before I set off on a hike to the second highest point in Skiathos. Maybe I should have just gone for a walk around the lake, around the airport, which is a fairly flat walk. So I've done a lot of times. When the wife's here, she likes that. It's about a 5k walk, set off from the bottom of the runway and just do one big loop around the actual runway itself, follow the roads round, brings you past a couple of beaches, down the side of the airport and back to where you start. And it's an easy 5k, but I'm glutton for punishment out in these walks, but I do enjoy them. almost there. Peak at the top. ...427 metres. Make sure I don't fall. Let's see the views. Once we've had a drink and sit down here for a few minutes, just taking this view, absolutely great. You can see the actual runway, so if you want to take some good footage of planes taking off and landing with a beautiful background, I don't think you're going to get any better than this. The sun shimmering off the water over that side. I don't know if you can see, but that's Skopelos. It's just in your view. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so that's how close Skopelos is. And the hills behind the back of the Skopelos, it's Alonissos. A little bit breezy up here. Oh, better not stay too long. See the goose pimples appearing on my legs already. Don't want to get too cold. Although we've got a little bit of a walk now to the highest peak that we did in a previous video, so yeah. Another minute or so admiring these views. That sun hitting the water is beautiful. We don't have many clouds as well, so it's fairly clear. A little bit hazy, but you can see for miles. Come up here a few times over the years. Came up with my partner, my granddaughter, my kids. As I say, it's not a very hard walk, but you just got to be sure-footed where you're going. I did try to bring my 78-year-old mother up, but as we were walking along the trails in the wood, she slipped and fell. All I can say is thank God there was a tree, otherwise she'd have gone down the bank, and yeah, she'd probably be still there now. God bless her. Well, I think that's it for now. Let's get on the move. just thought while I'm up here I'd show you Lahuni Beach, which was my very first hiking video on the channel. So walk down to there. So literally from town, straight through all the woods, across the road, down through the valley and onto the beach. As you walk through this little bit of a trail, you come to a little bit of an opening. Trail goes that way, but also the little turn off there. You follow this trail, it takes you down into a bigger meadow. Do a left and it brings you back into this trail here. So you've got a choice, you can walk down and go through the meadow. You can do a little bit of a more traily track, go that way. As usual, always pick the hard one. I'm going to go the little trail through the woods. So, while I've just been walking through the meadow, I thought I'd Google the flower. It's an anemone coronera, also known as a poppy coronera, wildflower or crown flower. See, I'm educating you all, unless you knew it already, which means I'm not educating anybody, apart from myself. Right, as you can see through the trees, the end is in sight of the walk to the peak. We didn't come on this trail, so when we walked up to the peak I took you up a quicker way from the dirt track. So this is the longer way, but this way you can get both peaks in, which is good. So we'll have a walk up, check out the views, and then we'll head back down to the track. Alright, another climb up the rope ladder. There we go. As you can see, a little bit in the distance, the cross we've just come from. Well, I've enjoyed this little walk up to these two peaks. We're going to head back down now along the dirt track for a little bit, and then pick up the trail, and then back down to where we hit the fork in the road at the beginning, and then back to our starting point. So without further ado, let's head back down. Right, we've just come down from the peak. This is the route I actually went up on one of my previous videos. If you want to know where it is, when you're along this dirt track, you've got yourself a nice little bench. You want to have a lunch before or after you go up, just sit, admire the view. I don't think there's many good or better places than that. Just sit there. But I'm going to head back up this trail now and pass a few houses, a few farmyards, and find out where the little trail diverts off to the left and heads us back through the woods. Right, on the track come across Agios Apostolos Chapel. Nice little bell tower there. Walking to the peaks, which is the one we've done today. So yeah, walk into the grounds, looks like it's open. It's a well strong looking bell tower. Oh, look, more bells. Place for you to sit in the sun. See what the views are like. Yeah, it's a quaint little chapel. Let's see if I can see in with the reflection. Nope. Yeah, nice little point of interest on your walk. Nice little stop off. A bit of a relax, but we're not here to relax, we're here to walk miles, burn off all that excess weight some of us are carrying, me more than anybody. Yeah, my weight's been up and down these last few years. I think I need to just get out more, exercise more, and cut out all the crap. I'm a bit partial to the crisps, the sweets, the biscuits, the cakes. I know it's bad for me, but hey, you don't live forever. Enjoy life. I think I just got to enjoy life in moderation. Oh, nice little can't say it's nice, but construction wise it's built. It's almost like a house. A little chapel. Memorial. Right, so you can carry on up the road and bring you back to the tarmac road. But we're going to head back down this trail and pick up where we started. Right, decision time. Halfway down the trail, we can go that way, we can go that way, looks like we can go that way, and we've just come from that way. Downhill this time. Normally go uphill, but now we're going to head back down to the start. So we're going to fight our way through these rocks. As I say, because of the rain in the last couple of days, this is a bit muddy, slippy, because this had all been full of water. Heading down a hill, that's what it does. So again, take your time, no rush, admire the views, listen to the birds tweeting. Again, other side. We're going to keep heading downhill. We're back at the fork in the road. And we came up the hill. We turned up and went up the gully. And the water comes down, little stream. That's where the stream we've just come down now, the rocks. And this is the way back to the start. So you're at this point, you don't have that far to go. I've enjoyed this little walk out today, especially when I've been cooped up for a couple of days in the house. Yeah, it's I find walking and hiking and that very good for the soul. Just get out, let your mind wander, forget about the things that are going on in the world for a few hours. It seems to be a bit wild out there at the moment. A lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of fake news, potential wars. I don't know, I think the world's going mad. I think if more people got out and enjoyed nature, go back to where we were a couple of 100 years ago even, I think life would be better all round for everybody. Things were more simpler, you know, where you didn't sit in and watch YouTube videos. But I appreciate you. If you are watching me, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. But if you enjoy these, then enjoy, you know. At the end of the day, That's what it's all about, enjoying your life. We're not here forever. And we're here for a set time. Some people are here less than others, but it's what you do with that time. I know people that will sit around every day doing nothing and complain that they haven't seen anything or done anything. Well, the only person who's stopping you is you. Yeah, I mean, I used to work, 16, 18 hour days, always thinking about work, and I missed out on a lot of things in life, which is why I thought when I get to 50, COVID hit, and it really gave me a wake up call that life is very short. And I could either sit back and just continue dreaming of what I wanted to do, or just do it. So I did it. And now I'm doing all sorts. Wife thinks I'm mad and going through a midlife crisis, but you know what? I'm enjoying myself. Then again, I have done a few stupid things in this seeking enjoyment, excitement, things that when I was a kid I wanted to do. Loved to do metal detecting. Went and got a metal detector. And in Greece you've got to go through a lot of bureaucracy. You've got to buy the metal detector. Then once you've bought it, you've got to apply for a license to have it. Seems a bit backward, but and you have to wait for that approval. And then in Greece, if you want to use it, you have to submit plans of where you're going to use it and what for, and maps, and when you're looking to do it, and then you send that off, and you wait a few months for that to come back, and they'll either approve you or say you can't metal detect in certain areas, or they'll say you can do it, but they want to have somebody with you just in case you find anything that's historical, as Greece is a very old country with a lot of archaeological sites all over it, so just a precaution that you're not digging somewhere where you shouldn't be digging. But yeah, used that, did a few beaches around here, got a bag full of coins, bottle caps, but yeah, I enjoyed it, but I haven't been out and done it this year. What else? Got myself a drone. Well, I'm actually on my third drone. Crashed the first two. One into the sea, one into the side of a hilltop here on Skiathos. And again, yeah, the bureaucracy on the drone. Because there's an airport, you can't fly with the 8 kilometres of the airport. Now, given that the island is only 9 kilometres long, it doesn't give you much opportunity, but once I'd done all the paperwork and submitted all the details and found out what was legal and what was not, I found out you can put flight plans in, where you want to fly, how long you want to fly for, send that off to the Greek airspace aviation, something like the CAA in the UK. They'll send it back and either approve or deny or alter certain things, or sometimes they reduce the height, reduce the timing and so forth. But yeah, I've got some quite good footage of the island of Skiathos. I'll actually add some of these in my video. But yeah, it's very restricted on this island because of the airport, but you do it legally, you get the opportunity. 9 times out of 10 they make you ring the the airport tower. Just let them know where you are, where you're flying, how long you're going to be, and they're usually fine about it. They usually say, yeah, just give us a call when you're finished, or if there's planes due in, they'll say no, can't do it now. Again, just do it legally. It's not worth the fines and that in Greece. Right, so we're coming slowly to the end. Last good views. So, I'm John, this has been Hiker Road. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to big thumbs up, subscribe. As you can see, back where I started, I've just been up there. And it's goodbye for now. And I'll leave you with the nice view of Skopelos.